Hello, welcome to the Stonery. Today is our first ever video recorded episode, and we are here to talk about Baysmokes Sugar Diamonds. And Baysmokes is a very well known online THCA dispensary. I believe they are based in North Carolina, but we have actually not heard from Baysmokes in terms of the questions that I usually ask people. So more in-depth information is coming. I've talked about them before in episodes, but it's always just been kind of what you can see online. And Baysmokes is one of my preferred budget-friendly dispensaries when I'm looking for something that it might be a little cheaper. I can get a little more bang for my buck. I can get like a ton of shake or even like micros or smalls or whatever, and it is still decently good. They also offer plenty of other products. So they do have flour, they have concentrates, they have edibles, they have pre rolls. I've seen disposables, all sorts of different things. And I've gotten really quick shipping ordering from North Carolina, and I'm assuming the surrounding states probably get really quick shipping as well if you're looking for something like that. Of course, not this time of year because everything is going to be late for the next month or so, probably. But Bay Smokes is quality is I wouldn't put it up there with Kefi. It is a good solid choice for, like I said, a budget friendly option. It's like going to McDonald's when you could be going to like, I don't know, a good burger joint. The sugar diamonds, I noticed the other day while I was looking on their website, they do actually have specific strains, and then there's just like a mixed batch, so you can get like just random, if you don't care. And I think it's cheaper, but the sugar diamonds I had a long time ago, probably 3 or 4 months, is was definitely earlier this year, so I'm going based off my notes, and I apologize for not recording this one sooner and getting a more fresh look on this one. But like I mentioned, they do have some sugar diamonds that are specific strains, and I'm very interested in very interested in trying those. I apologize for the cat. But this one I did right, helped with a lot of my anxiety and nausea and headaches, and I know I definitely had a lot of that because this year has been a gluten finding journey. I've found basically every product gluten is in, as far as I'm aware. Probably more. There's always more. And I keep finding out that things that I thought I knew are wrong, so yeah. Did you yeah. So I definitely was feeling it this year, and I bet I had a lot of gluten at this time because I said I had a lot of achy muscles, and that really only happens when I'm gluten. But this one was very smooth hits. It didn't have a lot of flavor. So let me get into the bud ratings. For the appearance, I gave it a 5 out of 5. Is pretty little sugar crystals. I mean, what could go wrong? The smell, I gave a 2 out of 5. This one, like I said, didn't really have a smell or a flavor, so I kind of gave it the same score. I might be merging those soon. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you would change the bud ratings. I would love feedback on this area for sure. But the smell and the flavor, I gave it 2 out of 5. It just wasn't really there. But that's okay. I don't need a flavor every time I smoke a weed. I just need a medicine sometimes, you know? I'm just looking for that fucking let's get rid of this anxiety moment, you know? All right. Let's take a break. Um and strategically cut this. Cheers. Mm. Oof. All right. For this one, I gave a 4 out of 5 for the highs and a 4 out of 5 for the medicinal properties because I thought they were pretty decent. Definitely helped with symptoms, as I mentioned above. I remember having this one in a big quantity. I can't remember how much I got, but I could easily go look. What am I doing? Uh, I got 2 grams of the THCA sugar diamonds. And that is also when I got London pound cake, but I don't even remember reviewing that. I smoked a lot of weed this year. God. This one helped with a lot of my symptoms, and I said that already, but that's okay. So it looks like they have cannabinoid testing on their site, and I haven't seen what safety measures they tested for, but they did test the cannabinoids about a year ago, I think, is what it said. And in terms of like cost value, the packaging is there packaging. The product itself, I do think it was worth it. It was $30 for 2 grams, which was really fucking good. You don't really get that a lot of places. Again, though, there are some reasons to go with a more expensive, higher quality dab, especially if you can go to a place like Kefi, or if you can go to a place like the Golden Goat usually has a really good selection. I'm trying to think of like solid like dab options because some of the ones you get from places like mm, I'm not gonna list places, but some of the ones you can get around here are wicked cheap for a reason. But I do like I've seen like a somebody put rosin on this like crumble. It was a weird texture too. It wasn't like your average crumble. Abby, did my camera freeze? Ah, shit. That's fun. So here's where I tell you I have a bad camera and I probably shouldn't have tried to record a video podcast. How do can I shut it off? There we go. That usually works for Discord, is just shutting it off and turning it on again, but I will get myself a new camera. For this one, I gave it an edible on the Stonery scale. It wasn't like super impressive, but it was good. It was weed, got me high. It helped medicate, but it just isn't that high quality flavorful dab. If you're like a dab connoisseur, you're not going to want these. But if you're just trying to buy a lot of dabs so that you can do a lot of dabs, these are up your alley for sure. And here is where I plug myself. And usually I have a pre-recorded thing, but that's going to change now that I'm recording video podcasts because I know people like those better. I personally don't. I don't know. I don't like video podcast. Sorry for the mess behind me. I think you can see, but my dog usually destroys my bed and makes some nest. So she's just hanging. But um yeah, either way, please subscribe, follow, like, comment, follow. Go find me on your other socials. I have a link tree where you can go to all the places from one link, and yeah, give me feedback, comment, DM, email, whatever you want. I've got Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. I will check them every day. I've been obsessively checking them every day. So I will respond. I would love it if you guys reach out. But the Instagram and most social medias are the underscore stonery underscore pod. And the email is Gillian, or wow, stupid. I'm about to give you my personal email. The email is thestonerypod@gmail.com. And we have a Discord server where you can chit chat with your friends or with me if you invite your friends. But I will be there and my friends will be there. So come hang out and smoke. But I hope you guys have a great day. Hope you smoke all the hemp, at least now while we can. And we will keep fighting and calling and emailing and getting to people, senators and representatives to listen to us fight the good fight. You know, we all want to see this plant thrive and hopefully can help a lot of people thrive with it. So, have a good day.